Well, first of all, I'd like to thank our fans for creating such a wonderful atmosphere for our players to play in. I think this was one of those games that you just had to keep responding. There were so many mistakes made, big play, kickoff return, respond with a touchdown, make a mistake and make a penalty, and give up a big play on defense. But, we actually played better than what the score is. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, but the thing that I think is most important, that this team probably responded better to adversity in this game than what maybe we ever have. And I have to give Virginia Tech a tremendous amount of credit. This is a very, very tough, mentally tough team that is very resilient and keeps fighting. And I tell you, it's a trademark of Frank Beamer and his coaching staff, and they did a wonderful job. And I'm really proud of our players, the way they played, especially in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. I think we wore them down a little bit. I think our backs did a fantastic job of running the ball. Mark had a very good game. Roy did a good job. He got cramps quickly. And Trent Richardson got a few turns in the end. And we wanted to work Terry Grant in and played him some as well. So I thought Greg did a really good job of handling himself out there. Maybe there's times when we need to have a little greater sense of urgency. He made some big plays, and we left a few big plays on the field. But I was really pleased with the way he managed the game and got us in and out of the right play. So defensively, I thought other than giving up two big plays, which was a busted coverage on the pass in the first half, plus 3 penalties, which is undisciplined type stuff that needs to get corrected. You got to keep your poise when you're a competitor, and we cannot lose our poise in a game. And also give them a big play run at the end when they scored in about 30 seconds with a kickoff return and a penalty and a big play run. So we've got plenty to work on. I think that this was a great win. It's a great win for our program. This is a very good team. I think they're a top 10 team, and I think they're going to have a very good year. I thought our defense did a really good job of keeping the quarterback frustrated with the pressure, and I think that was probably the key to the game. He didn't hurt us running too much, and we were able to contain him in the pocket or chase him around enough that he couldn't make good throws. And I think the pressure was the difference.
Coach, you opened up the bag of tricks on the first play, coming right out of it. Lining McElroy up wide,
Well, we thought we would be a little more productive in some of that stuff than we were. It actually hurt us that we had a few bad snaps on it. We thought it was something that could be helpful. Hard to defend for them, but they just slanted all the time on it, and we had a tough time sustaining the blocks, but did a little bit better job of staying with them at the end of the game.
Is that something that you've had in the works the whole time you've been here, or did you start doing it kind of this offseason?
We started doing it this season, this fall camp. We don't practice in the off season. We have spring practice, and not that I thought that was a loaded question or anything, but we don't practice in the off season. So we did it some in the spring, and we did it quite a bit this fall camp. It's something that we see quite a bit. So they're using it in the NFL now. It does give other people something to work on. We did it a few different ways, and probably try to invent some other ways to do it.
How did you see Greg's game change from that?
I think he played better as the game went on. I think his confidence got better. I think offensively we played better. I still would like to see us get a little more sense of urgency about getting up to the line and creating a little tempo in what we're doing. But it was the first game. We did make our share of mistakes. The focus needs to be on improving. So this is the first step in trying to create an identity for this team. The thing I was most concerned about coming in here, would we be complacent coming off of last season, a lot of players coming back, not having the same energy and enthusiasm to play a game. But that wasn't the case, and we knew that we would have to earn it against these guys, and we had to earn it. And it was a tough game, and it was probably a good thing for our team to have to go through that, be resilient, and earn it out there to remember what it takes to beat good people. And I was really proud of the way they did that.
Nick, you talked about last year's team not finishing. Talk about the way this team finished tonight in the fourth quarter.
Well, I think that was the key to the game. You know, it was a great play by Mays, good throw by Greg, sort of gave us the momentum there, but had a couple defensive stops after that. We ran the ball and took the air out of it at the end of the game. So I was really pleased. And after they scored a touchdown, for us to respond with a great drive, that's what I mean by I think this team responded, you know, to a lot of adversity in the game and overcame themselves. You know, I kind of used we went to see Cinderella Man last night, which is a great movie, and I said, you know, I'd like to see all you guys physically be Max Baer, but psychologically be Cinderella Man and have the kind of resiliency, sense of purpose, determination that he has. And I think we showed some of that character. The problem was in the first half, we were not only punching them, we were punching ourselves. So it's hard to win the fight when you're making that many errors and mistakes, and some of those things hurt us. But we overcame it, which is, I think, the most important thing and the most important lesson for us to learn, and I think we'll get better because of it.
Coach, you talk about the decision to get Brandon into the game, Dedrick, and did you get the sense that that was any sort of a lift for the rest of the defense?
I know that Brandon really wanted to play. I think the defensive players really wanted him to play. I think there was a little bit of trauma for all of our team, you know, when this happened. And I think the fact that he was with us and he practiced on Thursday and was able to be out there today was a good thing for the rest of the players. You know, medically they cleared him, and I was trying to figure out some kind of way not to play him, but he wanted to play, so we spot played him. And he didn't play a whole lot of plays, and I think he'll be a lot better next week. But he was at no risk, any greater risk, relative to the medical staff. It was great. It's fantastic. You know, I come here and play. I come here and open the season every year, if I could. I mean, we got some tough games coming up with other people, but I love coming here to play. I mean, this is a great venue. The Chick-fil-A people do a fantastic, marvelous job. I mean, you got a stadium that's half and half, and this is just a wonderful place to play. I think it's great for our fans. It was great for, you know, the United States to see two good teams play. I know it was the first game, and maybe it wasn't the prettiest football all the time, but it was a very competitive game, and anybody that likes competition would like the way these two teams competed out there today. So it's great for college football, but it's great for us. And I think it's a tribute to the city of Atlanta and the Chick-fil-A people for doing such a first-class job, and we certainly appreciate all they do. Excuse me? Well, we got to play them one game at a time, and we've got 11 more games, and the most important game is the game we play next week. And if we can continue to improve as a team, you know, maybe we'll have an opportunity. But we've got a lot of ball to play and a lot of good teams to play, and I think the SEC is going to be extremely balanced and a lot of very good teams, so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Where was it over here?
Coach, you just talked about the play of Mark Ingram. Frank Ingram mentioned that he hadn't remembered the last time that a running back rushed for over 150 yards on his team.
Well, Mark played outstanding in the game. I thought Roy played very well. And, you know, Mark's a very good player. And he started out the year really strong last year. Got a little psychologically in the middle of the season frustrated, I think. Came back at the end of the year and played well, but he had a fantastic spring and he had a fantastic fall camp. So it was no surprise to us that he would have a phenomenal game today. And, you know, we're going to need to get some other players playing more because he got wore down in the game. That's why we were happy to get Trent Richardson in at the end of the game and get him some opportunities. I think Terry Grant has had a great fall camp. We need to get him more involved in the game some kind of way. But Roy, Mark, and Trent all have to be guys that can carry the ball for us, and Terry Grant has to have a role on our team.
Coach, it seemed like the O-line just kind of like gelled right in front of our eyes. Talk about their progress during the game.
I think they gained confidence in the game. I think this is a very quick team. We're probably a little bigger and stronger. And I think early in the game, their quickness was hard for us to handle. I think as the game wore on, we played better and got more confident. offensively and in the offensive line. And then I think we started to wear them down in the fourth quarter a little bit, which is part of the plan. I mean, I said that at halftime. This is going to be the key, is just keep wearing them out. And you got to create 6 seconds of hell for them every play and keep pushing them around, and eventually things are going to start popping for us.
Got time for 2 more, guys. 2 more. Anybody? Or no
I
more?
have a contract for Coach Saban through 2017. For the rest of your contract, if you'd play here the first game of the year every year.
I'd love to. I really would. I think this is a great deal. And you do a great job. I'm serious. We love it. I'd like to get some more of them free coupons you give out for my kids too. Chick-fil-A. Thanks.